What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Solius in Arena. The big question is he going to be a meta character? With the testing I've done doing so far with him tonight, and since I unlocked him yesterday, he is definitely one of the better characters for Arena. Not sure he's exactly meta, like you don't have to have him, but right now as it is, he makes things pretty awesome for your teams. His leadership is fantastic. It gives you a huge damage boost, and you just plugging him somewhere in your character, like in your team, like you can see here with Fupinator, he's got Solius here in one of his slots. That worked great too. The synergy with Nightiel and Solius is off the charts. The ability to call assists, those assists can do some really nice damage. Solius just brings a lot to the table. I think he's going to be a character you really gotta have to be competitive in Arena, which is pretty much to be expected considering he's the first legendary character that we're going to have in this kind of event. So, you guys are probably wondering, what teams have I been trying out? What things have I been finding work really well with Solius? And that is what we're going to be covering in today's video, going over a couple different teams that I have been working with Solius. I have been absolutely enjoying, getting some really solid success from them. And actually a suggestion from a viewer who sent me a team that I should really try out, really similar to what I was trying already. Big shout out to Dorian Blade. He actually runs the podcast Ninja Panda Chronicles. Definitely recommend you guys go check it out. It's a podcast concerning Dragon Champions. So this team here is the one Dorian suggested to me. Solius lead with Cruel, Nightiel, Snorri, and Freezard. This team's gonna have a lot of damage output. I run something pretty similar already where I swap out Snorri and I put in a tank. He suggested I try this out. It works pretty well from what I can tell so far, though the main problem here is Snorri. It's very easy to pick on Snorri because the three mages are going invisible, so you gotta buff up Snorri right away, make sure that he gets those buffs, like especially the tenacity increase, because Kyra on the enemy team can put ability block on him, and that can be a big problem. So if you can resist that ability block, you're pretty set on Snorri for at least a little bit. We'll go ahead, get some bleed out on the enemy team. We'll try to get, we'll get some assists there. And one thing you're going to notice is that the assisting damage from Nightiel actually has a damage penalty. It's all assists in-game have a 75% damage penalty. They only deal 75% of the normal damage. The invisibility from frickin' Cruel gets dodged because of course it does. Really wish they would make that something that is not, that you can actually bypass. But we'll go ahead, heal up Snorri. We'll get some turn meter there. And we're slowly just kind of chewing through this team. Now, of course, I am a little bit over-leveled versus some of these other teams. Now, there we go. We got Tromgar gone, and did you see that? We got the counter from Solius, which then called the assist from Nightiel. Did about a good 20 to 30,000 damage between the two of them. Really just wiped out that Cruel in no time at all. Keep going on Kin Lee. We'll get some more buffs and healing on Snorri. So the damage output here is pretty insane. But the one thing that is going to be a problem is Snorri's very squishy, so you have to be careful with that. But I mean, if you can get around that, you should be okay. We'll finish off Hard Orc if possible. Oh, look at that! Saved by the cheat death ability, and we'll see if we can get some healing there on Snorri again. And can we finish off Hard Orc? There we go. Keep working on Kin Lee. Finish him off. Of course, there's a cheat death, but there we go. Kin Lee is down. So this team, this is one Dorian suggested. It works pretty great. Problem is, no tank. It's going to be very easy to pick on Snorri and wipe him out. So the one I use is actually pretty similar. The only thing I switch out is going to be Snorri for Kin Lee. That way I have a tank on there. And then basically what happens then is because the mages are almost always invisible, you either have to deal with this, you either have to deal with a Kin Lee who's going to dodge all the time, or you're going to run into a Solius, and with his lead, he can counter and then call assist with Nightiel. I'll show you guys that team now. And we're just going to go ahead, start picking on Kyra, wipe her out as quickly as possible. If I can get rid of her here, that's great. If not, oh well. But you can see that we've got cheat death on Solius here, and you know Nightiel gets those buffs too, which is always very helpful. We will buff up Nightiel, get her damage up, get some defense down on some characters if possible, get invisibility on Tromgar, and then work on good old Kin Lee, see what we can do with him. just slowly work through those abilities. We got ability block on our team, not too much of a problem, but you can see that Nightiel is able to cleanse debuffs from herself and Solius. That is always very, very helpful. And of course, you can see that Daze on Solius prevents him from calling the assist from Nightiel, which is interesting. It's not what I'm usually used to with this. I'm used to the Daze on the assisting character preventing the assist, but it seems the Daze on the character that calls the assist is what you actually do, is actually what prevents the assist here. So that's a bit different from what I'm used to with that mechanic. You can see we got the counters there with Solius and Nightiel. Do some damage there to Hardor, get rid of him. We'll copy the enemy Cruel, because why not? And, you know, someone actually mentioned to me that you can actually get 2 Cruels and just keep copying characters, and it actually adds up a lot of damage. So we'll see if that works or not. Let's see, finish off Cruel, get some healing there on my characters, get a taunt on Kin Lee, and then get some damage up on the team. Now it looks like I'm not gonna be able to copy anyone this time, which is a shame, but you know, we'll get some buffs, see if I can get a copy out. Nope, doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to copy out, which is a shame, but hey, them's the breaks. And there we go, Traumgar is done. So yeah, I mean, Kin Lee there, I kind of prefer the Kin Lee composition myself, because I don't have to worry about keeping one character alive the whole time. Fight takes a little bit longer, but in the end, it still does pretty solid. So I think either one is gonna do great for this. Basically, Snorri, if you're going to be able to do a lot of solid damage output and guarantee that everyone survives, that Snorri composition is also going to work great. Kin Lee one, it's a bit safer for me, but also make sure that, you know, everyone's going to survive, but I still get some pretty solid damage output with it. So, of course, Solius works great as a lead, but if you don't have his leadership upgraded, you are going to be able to slot him in very nicely with some established teams. For example, the Patriarch Chi lead. You can see here, Fupinator, he's running Chi lead with Nightiel, Freezard, Kin Lee, and Solius. It's a pretty solid team, and this is one that I've really enjoyed. We're actually going to pretty much do a sort of mirror match here. I'm going to use Cruel instead of Freezard here. I like Cruel overall better, plus this is only a one-tank team, so if I can get invisibility on Kin Lee, that allows me to go after some of the weaker characters, and I can copy Freezard, get invisibility on my mages. So it's going to be something pretty similar, and you can see here, you know, we got some buffs on the enemy Freezard, Nightiel, and Solius because of the unique with Solius. So yeah, that is going to happen. We're actually going to start picking on Freezard, see if we can get rid of him. And you know, I really want to get 2 Soliuses and see if I can run a dual Solius on my team, and just how absurd that could be with all the assist calling from Nightiel. We'll see how that works, but of course I've got to get through Kin Lee. Of course he dodges, because of course I really wish that the invisibility effect with Cruel could not be dodged. Oh, it drives me insane. So now we're gonna have this dodge fest for a few hours, you know, like we usually do. Looks like I'm gonna be able to get through that Kin Lee, maybe. We'll see. Can I get? There we go. Kin Lee is gone. We'll work on Freezard, see if we can keep working on him, take him out. You know, we'll go ahead and call some assist with Nightiel. And we will copy their Solius. So I now have 3 healers on my team, 2 Soliuses and a Patriarch Chi. So there's cheat death on all 3 of these healers now all the time, which is pretty freaking big deal. You can see they're gonna pick on my Solius. So now I need to get rid of their Solius and see what I can do. Can I get some assists? There we go. Getting those assists in. The dual assist. Look at that, 7,000 crit with that. 20,000 crit with Nightiel. Oh, look at that triple tap. There you go. There you go. So call the assist with Solius, with the mirror reflection Solius, which then calls the assist with Nightiel. Triple tap there. Oh, that looks so much fun. That was very cathartic. I really enjoyed that. We're gonna have to do that one more time in this fight if possible. Let's see if we can do it one more time. Get some more assists in. I love these assists. I'm a big fan of any kind of assist, you know, clones assisting Galaxy heroes. So being able to get a lot of assists here, that just warms my heart so much. Problem is though, it looks like I may have to be a little cautious here. see if I can, you know, not ruin things a little too much. Hopefully this doesn't. Nah, it did. But you can see how much fun that was. So 2 Soliuses calling all those assists with Nightiel, and then the assist with Cruel, which then gets the double assist with Solius and Nightiel as well. Oh, that was fun. That was very fun. So that team's also very fun. Overall, Solius is going to be a very, very good character, especially if you're running a lot of order characters. I know a lot of people are working on the orcs and to get Solius, so now they're kind of wondering what to do. And honestly, Solius will be able to fill in on a sort of orc team or a clan team like that. You can fill him in pretty easily. You're going to have to make some sacrifices, and you're going to have problems with synergy. And it's not going to be the easiest thing. It's not going to be very smooth. It's going to be pretty rough, but it is doable. So if you do want to try Solius with your orc teams in Arena, by all means, go for it. Like you can see here, T-Shams, he's running something similar to that. If you could take out Hard Orc and throw in Solius in place of that, you probably have a pretty solid team there as well. So just showing some different teams with Solius and what you guys can accomplish with him. Let me know down below, what do you guys think about Solius? Do you think he's going to be some kind of meta-defining character? Let me know down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.